Or mine was I go outside of the front yard and I go, oh, how come he has a dad? That's so cool.
His dad lives with his mom.
I don't have one. Can you teach me how to play basketball?
Welcome back to another amazing episode of The Careful Boy.
Oh, wow.
You guys have not noticed we have with us our good friend Hoyan.
Hey, you look warm.
I'm very warm.
He has a sweater and a soft jacket, a bubble jacket.
A bubbly one.
Style of a Jay-Z in a 2002.
Ooh, that's a good era for style. Thinking back to your early teenage years, even you, because you know now that you're
Pretty fresh. 2 years ago.
So long ago.
Your early teenage years when you were very new to being like, let's say you're like a freshman in high school, you don't know everybody, you're kind of unsure about yourself, low confidence. What was something that you were really envious about in someone else?
Koreans.
What?
Koreans?
You were envious?
Of an entire culture and race?
You wish I was Korean.
What were they doing that was so like?
There was just a lot of them.
Wait, because when I was
There was just a
younger-
lot of them, that's why.
When I was younger and I was Korean, right? I mean, I've always been Korean, but like,
Changed now?
yeah, I'm Vietnamese
Saw the
now.
light.
He's trans-ethnic.
Changed my ways. But like, nobody knew what Korean was. Like in middle school,
What?
everyone thought it was either Chinese or Japanese.
No, yeah, that's fair.
I grew up all over the place because like, yeah, we moved around. But I mean,
So your race is all over the place.
I guess so.
You didn't grow up with a group of Korean friends? Because in Southern California, the stereotype was Koreans stuck together, but also there's just so many that they can't.
That's what I heard. I heard that like in California, it's like really populated. Everywhere I lived, I was like the only Korean there, so there wasn't like a lot of reference for like what Korean was.
And he had to continually explain every time he met new people.
So where I grew up in Cerritos, right? And in Cerritos, there was the two cool Asian groups were either Korean or Filipino. And there were maybe like 2 Chinese people.
So you didn't envy the Filipinos, huh?
Filipinos too. Filipinos too. So it's either
He's just closer looking.
yeah, I'm close. I would pass.
You're more.
I think the Filipinos would look at me like, you don't have the talent.
You don't have the melanin.
Yeah, but it was like
got the skills.
There was like 1 Vietnamese guy, like 2 Chinese people, and so it was like those were the 2 major groups. So getting into freshman in high school, like the sense of belonging is so important. You know?
Oh, and then actually Koreans were really good at having that KP. You know, they had that like pride in their groups.
You're coming in.
Yeah.
And it was like that.
And the groups were so specific too, right? There's like the Korean like gangpaes, and there's like the Korean like church people.
What's that mean?
Gangsters.
Oh, shit.
Gangsters.
And there's like the Korean like Fabi people. Like they were like very clear sectors of Koreans, but they were so stand out.
Yeah.
So you were envying like what they had as a group, or their standing, their respect, their.
I think like when you're younger, there's less of like, oh, like what's cool about me and how can I contribute? Like you're not very self-aware. Yeah. You would just see like a new kid come into school and then he's like, hi, my name is Eugene, I'm a Korean. And it's like, oh, come over here.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
I wish that happened to me.
And they're like, bro, I've known you since kindergarten and you've never given me that love.
Yeah.
You know, I've known you for fucking 14 years now. And what the fuck is that?
You never had a group.
Yeah. Versus just like automatic, like, oh, come.
They don't even need to hear your name. Korean people will like scan the room and then they just know like that's a Korean.
As soon as
that's
you
a
say,
Korean.
"Oh my god,"
Yeah. And I was like, motherfucker, dude.
what's your name?
Oma.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
They have the vowels like even if they're not speaking Korean, they go like whoa or oh. Or, like,
Yeah.
ah.
Very hollow O's.
Korean syllables.
That's nice. That's funny to
Like automatic, you're just like, you're in a group. You don't stand out. You got people to hang out with during lunchtime. You're not like trying to figure shit out, you know?
Yeah.
Did you envy any items or possessions other people had when you were a teenager?
Yeah, money.
Money? Just straight up money?
Dude,
Yeah,
cause
for
think
me, motorcycles and cars.
that's huge, right? Like imagine when you're in
big.
high school
Yeah.
and somebody shows up in a nice car that's such fucking swag. They park in the parking lot and shit like that.
And it's unattainable by any like personal means.
My friend bought a Honda CRX for $600. and everyone was like, dude, now you could give everybody a ride and you're gonna get laid.
By me.
Yeah.
For that ride.
Like we definitely had some fucking rich Koreans at Sunny Hills.
Again, with the Koreans and the nice cars.
Yeah, right. So like, you know, us regular Asians are showing up with like some Civics and stuff and Integras. That's just what it was, right? And these motherfuckers are showing up in like Jaguars and fucking Benzes.
The ones at Fullerton.
Yeah, and it was just wild. It was.
Oh, wait, I think we have a Korean, an honorary Korean.
No way, we do.
Plus when you got to do these like group projects.
That's it.
Fucking Koreans.
Why do you say honorary Korean? Isn't he just
Annyeong!
Oh, look how Korean this guy is.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Korean man!
Oh my god.
What's up, boy?
Oh.
Who the fuck are you?
That's so rude.
Korean man! We're filming and Bart's telling us how jealous he is of Koreans.
Really? Yeah. Cause you were still filming right now?
We're filming right now!
We're filming right now.
And he wished he was Korean.
Are you guys behind?
You don't have to say hi to me though. You can say hi to everybody in the room with me. You fucking piece of shit.
Hey, fuck Anthony, let's start this video.
This guy gets the beats of the show.
2 Koreans? Or
Alright, we're on the believe all Korean side.
I'm the younger one, so he gets the big chair.
Whoa.
Oh, that's so Korean! We're talking about...
My name's Jason, by the way.
I don't care.
We were just talking about Koreans being accepted. It's completely against it.
That David's different though. That's,
Oh, he's not your average. Okay. We were talking about how, like, in your early teenage years, before you were confident about anything, like freshman going to high school, what were you envious about in other people?
In black people?
Or black?
Their knees, their strength, their speed. They make really good barbecue. But like in other people?
So do we.
you know how good barbecue was in high
We
school?
really have barbecue though. We grill meats. That's different. Like barbecuing and grilling.
No, guys that had like cars and bikes and everything that like, cause even like the poor kids, like if they're like, they were like, their dad was like a mechanic or whatever, right? They'll put together like a little motorbike or something at 5th grade. And so you'll see like this 5th, 6th grader like already like riding fucking dirty in the motorcycle. And I'm like, man.
So advanced.
Oh, you know what I wanted? Motherfucker. I wanted fucking puberty, dude.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted.
Yeah,
I was
for
fucking
real.
14, like fucking 5'1".
Hey, me too.
Oh, you were late bloomer for
Yeah, and I would see motherfuckers like trying to like, hey, where you from? Trying to step the motherfuckers and shit. And then there's fools with grown men bodies, you know, like Adam's apple all sticking out, smoking cigarettes. And I'm like, man, I'm junior high in high school still.
This one grew up so poor. That's what poor people care about. Motherfucker over here smoking cigarettes and shit. God,
He just wanted height.
you know what I wanted? That crossfire thing. Remember crossfire?
Oh, yeah.
All the fucking rich kids in the neighborhood had crossfires.
Yup.
They had the super soakers with multiple nozzles.
That's because you're like 6'3" when you're like 8 years old.
I was this height. I was honestly this height when I was 14. So
See?
Crazy.
yeah, so I was like
I was trying to break 100 pounds. That's all I wanted to do.
I broke 100 pounds when I was 3. I was 6 feet when I was 14, and then I grew another inch when I was like in college. I went to like 6'1" after that. But I was told by the doctor I was supposed to be 6'3", and he fucking lied.
Oh.
How would he know though?
They can guess, right? Can't they guess like with Taika?
I don't think so.
He's bullshit, dude. He was lying to you, dog. He's like, yeah, you'll be 6'3" or some shit. Yeah.
He guessed.
I think they do that thing where they can see how tall you're gonna be or some shit, right?
No way.
You were 6 foot when you were what, 14? He was like, oh yeah, you got plenty more inches. I was like, yeah, that's science or some shit.
When you're a freshman in high school, I'm not sure if they do it like now, but they would throw freshmen in the garbage cans and shit like that, right?
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
that? I don't know what that shit was about, but I was so fat nobody could lift me up. So I fucking killed it, dude.
Kind of an advantage.
It was easy. So like they would always pick the smaller people, but I was so big, everybody left me alone.
It took like 5 of them.
They're just like, yeah, we give up.
These
No,
days,
but
instead of physical bullying, they just like talk shit about each other on Instagram stories and
Well,
shit
now?
like that.
How old
Yeah.
are you?
I'm like
Yes.
22.
Damn, motherfucker, young.
Young, right?
You got your dick sucked yet? What's up, bro? No, man.
Grown man.
Goes into it himself. Oh my god.
Yeah, you look really Korean though.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Thank you. I don't know if that's a
I
compliment.
could
or not.
racially abuse you for this automatically, man.
He said he hasn't even grown up Korean.
Huh?
He said he doesn't even doesn't know what it's like to be around Korea.
Because he grew up all over.
Yeah, my
all
dad
over
was in the
nation.
military, so we moved around like every 4 years. So I heard California, like all the Koreans stick together, but
I don't know, man. I didn't have a lot of Koreans in my neighborhood either. So
Really?
I only started hanging out with a lot more Korean people when I got here. LA is very, very fucking Korean. Like if you go to K-Town, there's people who grew up in K-Town that are full-fledged American, never been to Korea, can't speak English.
Have Korean accents and can't speak.
They can't speak Korean or English well.
They're no man's land.
Either one.
Yeah, AKA dumbfounded.
Yeah.
Can't speak anything right. Not even Spanish or whatever the fuck.
The one guy you choose is a lyricist.
Yeah.
You can, only when he rhyme. If he's rhyming, is good. Otherwise,
Dumbfounded skin is so nice now. He's be like using lotion and shit. He be taking a lot of selfies and stuff now. Little pussy, dude. What's up?
That's his
Come
only
back
technique.
to JK News. I love
he
you.
just uses lotion and his skin got nice.
In the pussy.
I don't know, David. Your skin looks really nice right now. Very immaculate.
You didn't know that?
And you always had nice skin though. You got a Korean skin.
I started having nice skin when I met Mariel because she's the one that said my skin looked like trash. So every time we would go out, she's like, "Oh, you should put on lotion." I'm like, "That shit gay."
I don't think I know a Korean with bad skin.
Oh yes, you do.
Who?
My brother. My brother's skin is fucking terrible. Well, it's because he works in the hospital, so they always force you to wear masks.
Yeah.
So his acne has been going crazy. My mom used to call him this funny ass nickname. It's Yodram Paksa, which means like pimple professor.
That sounds like an M1 baller.
Why is he a professor?
She used to always call me. She used to get pissed off. She's like, "Oh, look who's here, fucking Yodram Paksa." My brother's like, "Stop calling me that." Dude, that's fucking clear up your skin, you loser.
Pimple professor.
That's a very hard thing to clap back from is when you have bad skin and someone hits you for that. It's hard to, like, what's the...
Especially in high
Got
school.
nothing.
For him, he's got to be like,
Bro.
"You made me."
Teach me how.
Yeah, he had really, really bad skin. I remember when I was 14 and he was like a senior in high school, I started calling him Yodram Paksa too. And he used to get pissed. And then I started having acne. He goes, "Well, who's a pimple professor now?" And I started crying. I was like, "No!"
Pimple apprentice.
Pimple apprentice. Look, I got it from you, Dad.
Pimple
You know,
tutor.
back to the topic. You know, it took me a long time to get that everybody else in my school got fucking TI 83 plus.
Oh, the good calculator.
You are such
Well, then
a
how did you
nerd,
do? How'd you?
Hey, shut up, Yodrom Paksa or whatever.
But don't you
Not anymore.
don't you need that for class or whatever?
But
Yeah,
that's just
but-
like $100.
Yeah, it was still expensive. You know.
Did he just call you a Tilly's Paxson?
Wait, why are you jealous of a calculator?
He was asking about what are you envious of at the time, and everybody's fucking playing like fucking Phoenix 2 and fucking Snake and random shit.
And the drug, yeah, the
But there's
drug
Game
wars.
Boys that actually just plays games.
No, but you can
weren't
use that
allowed
in
out.
class. People had them in class, so you're just sitting in fucking class, and if you couldn't afford this $150 calculator or whatever the fuck, you're sitting there with your regular ass calculator.
Were you ever jealous of people with calculators?
I think I was jealous of people that had guns.
All right.
So he was jealous of actual Ti.
No, when you're 14, when you're 14, right? Like at that time, like all you had were who your homies were. Oh, this guy got back from this person, or this was connected to this guy, and you're like, man, you're just trying to make it in this fucking tough world of fucking student body, and then you're fucking like 5'1", 90 pounds. So you're just like, man, I need something.
Maybe it's because you're walking around school like this.
Hey, shoot that guy.
The guy's a narc. He's a zombie. The guy's a zombie. Shoot him now.
Who has a gun? Yeah, I remember that calculator being a big deal though.
No, fuck the gay ass calculator conversations. Go straight to guns.
Give me a gun or a growth spurt, something that'd be cool.
I'll take either, dude.
Any one of those things.
But the cars thing was a big deal too.
Yeah.
There were kids with M3s when I was in high school.
Yeah.
But they were like
I'm not poor ass
Chinese
school,
kids
dude.
at M3s. Yeah.
You know what? You're right. Like when I got to this neighborhood, Monterey Park, some of the Chinese kids had nice cars.
Yeah.
And I was like, how'd you get that?
I think I was jealous of anybody who could drive.
Yeah.
Right? Because like the most popular people in our school were the ones that had the van. So like any van, like the Chevy Astro, it doesn't matter. 'Cause we would just we'll just fucking open the doors and fucking ghost ride that shit. That
was fun, yeah.
It was super fucking fun. And then the person with the van is the one that we could mob to the mall with and everything else.
Do you remember you guys have to like trunk it?
Yeah.
Like if you don't have enough space, you're like, you want another homie, or just fucking.
Always, dude. Always.
Damn, the struggle.
I feel like cops deal with that every generation too. They always catch something.
People are still trunking it now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, people still doing that hood rat stuff. Yeah, it's fun. Even if you don't have to now, it's not by necessity. We did it because of fun, right?
Oh, the whole back seat's empty and everyone's just in the trunk.
You prefer the trunk?
It's roomy.
It's
Was everybody poor growing up in this room?
Yeah.
I was poor, but I knew of rich kids.
Oh, I didn't have that. Everybody was poor around me, so I didn't know what I was missing. Right? So when you're poor, when everybody's poor around you, everybody's just the same.
I would rather that, because my fucking thing is when we would go to group projects or something, like, and then it's like, oh, you guys can come to my house, and then everybody goes to some fucking Korean's house in like Coyote Hills or some shit in Fullerton, and they got like a mansion compared to what you got. You're like, my parents suck.
Well, there's also
difference.
the feeling of like when there's that generational gap with Asian Americans, there's so many unjustifiable expenses that your parents are like, we don't need that. You know what I mean? Like even if it's just for school, they'll be like, no, we don't need that.
Oh, you need lunch money, you pussy?
Yeah.
Just fucking drink water and
it's
cry.
just like the Asian thing of like,
Drink water so you can cry more.
It'll feed you for life.
Or mine was I go outside of the front yard and I go, oh, how come he has a dad? That's so cool.
His dad lives with his mom.
I don't have one. Can you teach me how to play basketball?
Back in the day in JK, we used to play basketball after every like JK News, right? This motherfucker, dude, it would be tackling the fuck out of people, man. He's so fucking wide, right? Whenever he would drive, everybody gotta get the fuck out the way. I really wish you did have a dad that would teach you how to play basketball. His wife would be clotheslining people, and this will just, got it. And he just lays it up. He has the point. He gets 100 points. That's 100 fucking points, man.
I think we all heard we got it at home already. When you're at the market and shit, you're like, I want that.
That's a classic.
I want that. We have it at home already. We'll make it out. I want McDonald's. Like, no, we have hamburger patties at home.
like sad replica.
And then at home it's like I get like the fucking wheat bread with the Roman guy, and then my grandma puts like a hamburger patty in the middle there, a Kraft slice of cheese, and that's my McDonald's.
That sounds pretty fucking good, though, man.
I would smash one right now.
Yeah. My mom used to do those. You'll see it now where they do fusion, where it's like Korean barbecue patties. They'll put the Korean barbecue marinade inside like ground beef, and they'll make a patty out of it. My mom was doing that since I was a little kid.
Oh damn!
And I remember when I was a kid, I used to hate that shit. I'm like, you better stop making that gooky ass fucking burger. I want that American shit. Take all that fucking garlic and soy sauce out my goddamn fucking burger.
Get that gookie burger out of here.
What the fuck is this? What am I, the gookie monster? Fuck out of here. So I remember one time my mom made the burgers for me and my friends, right? And I was so upset. I'm like,
So embarrassed,
nobody wants this fucking ching chong shit, man.
This cookie stuff. And it's served with chopsticks too. Ain't nobody eat burgers with chopsticks.
Like, who the fuck is gonna put fucking kimchi inside this shit? But that's what people do now. And I remember specifically, my friends ate it. And they're like, dude, this is the best thing ever. I was like,
Whoa!
yeah, man, my mom is tight. I'm like,
You want some more of that?
yeah, I started getting angry at my mom. Why don't you make the cookie burgers anymore? But that's like when you're a kid, you always want what other people have, dude.
Always.
Like the Wonder Bread white boy sandwiches, the ham.
Yeah. You would trade for that. If it doesn't get stuck on the roof of your fucking mouth, man, the bread ain't good.
Fucking white bread.
Because whenever I eat the fucking sandwich, it gets stuck to the roof of the mouth, and I'm
But
like,
that's the best part, dog.
Especially when you got braces, so it stays there for a while.
Oh, I never had braces, man. I had amazing teeth since I was a kid.
That's an interesting thing though, being envious of other kids' lunches was a thing. Yeah. Maybe not in the teen years, but that was a thing.
Elementary school for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. My mom never made me any of those. Anything that was like
White.
very
Simple and cheap.
Yeah.
uncooked hot dogs. You know what I'm saying? Those fucking white people snacks, right?
Uncooked hot dogs.
There was a kid named Ryan. I specifically remember used to always eat uncooked hot dogs.
Just out of a Ziploc bag?
Not even out of the
swallow the
Ziploc bag. Though he would bring the whole fucking
The
pack.
whole Hebrew national one?
But yeah, and then he would cut it open like with his fingers like this, and the juice would all come out.
Ew.
And you just sat there fucking chew on a hot dog?
He would just be sitting down at recess and eat the raw hot dog.
Oh wait, you can eat it like that? It's cooked already?
I think so.
Hot dogs are already cooked. Same thing with Spam. You could eat all that stuff.
That sounds like some
Yeah.
neglect though, dude.
Honestly, raw Spam when I was a kid, sometimes that should be bomb.
Yeah, I used to eat raw spam.
Spam?
Not like the whole can, but like you know when like
something?
you like pull out the Spam to cook it and you're like still hungry and shit. Like, it's not even done cooking. You're like, ah, fuck it.
You ever seen people like drink spam juice?
Oh, God.
The OG Spam though had the gelatin.
Yeah.
Like that thick gelatin.
Like the dog food, like when you take it out of the can, it's still got that jelly.
Yeah.
Your dog's like,
The new one just has juice now. It's just like glistening fat and juice.
yeah.
But before it used to
It's
have
like liquefied all
Like
the way.
like Jello, like actual like gelatin.
Byproduct
It's
jelly.
gelatin,
It's not meant to be there, but it's like
It's like fat byproduct, no?
it's from being sealed in the
It's
can.
from like
I've
cartilage
ever seen
and all
that
that like
before.
connective
it's
tissue and
gross.
stuff, so it'll congeal when it gets
tasty
cold.
stuff.
Yeah. So like, even when you like cook fish, right? Like you'll see after you leave it over, you see that little gelatin,
Yeah.
right? And that's the same thing that you would see inside that spam because it's just like pork byproduct. And people would take that and just kind of cook it down because it's just natural grease anyway.
Flavor, you know what I mean?
But there's a lot of people who hate spam, man, and I still don't understand that shit.
Spam is bomb.
Andrew Zimmern, Bizarre Foods, hates spam.
That's weird.
And this fool eats dick.
He's a weirdo.
He legit eats, anytime he goes to a new country, he goes, where's the penis? And then he chews on that. So,
It's like, let me find a dick.
did you guys see this episode of Bizarre Foods where he went to Cambodia? And there's this dish that I was like, it's very rare that I'll see something that I'm like, maybe I won't try it. Like I always will try something once, but I guess in Cambodia they eat these large tarantulas, like literally
Oh, yeah.
this size.
But it's like in the dirt, right?
It's in the dirt.
Yeah, I saw that one.
And this motherfucker dude just grabs it and he eats it like it's the most delicious thing he's ever had in his life. He's like, and then like it cuts to another episode where he's like this lady in China, he takes him to eat this like cake. He bites into it, and he goes, "What? Oh, what the oh!" She's like, "What? There's walnuts in this." So he eats walnuts and spam.
Dude, that has to be like the food version of like an art house cinema lover. Yeah. Like, oh god, that movie was amazing. Oh, Bullet Train sucks. Like it has to be that.
I don't know what it is.
It has to be that.
Because I don't understand what the problem with spam. I think spam's delicious.
Did you see the one where he had to go to a restaurant in Hawaii that specializes in all spam?
No. Oh, he must have.
I think it was Maui or Big Island, but the whole place is like they have so many different things on the menu, and one after the other, they were just giving him spam shit.
No.
But it makes sense to why he can eat all this crazy shit. He was actually homeless, like living out in the streets.
Really?
So his story is actually pretty dark. So
Wouldn't that make spam pretty like?
Yeah, that would have been homeless
well,
gold.
that's why he's out here in fucking Vietnam eating like duck ass, and it's just like, oh, I've had this
I have
before.
a palate for shit now.
So he said he was literally eating out of garbage cans because he was that poor.
Sometimes there's spam in garbage cans.
Maybe I
Actually,
don't know.
more likely there's spam in that garbage can.
But I really do miss that show though because it got canceled.
I know.
One of my favorite food shows of all time. Just to watch a white person eat Asian shit.
Well, we have